Hey everyone, welcome back to my workbench. Quiet night tonight. So this is the little board for the Tiger Learning computer. I just need to go through and solder. I've already inserted this board. I chamfer the edges nicely. I already inserted this into the learning computer, and I know it doesn't freak out when it sees this little extension board. And you can see it's really, I had right-angled header pins, but they were just a little too tall for it, so I just took a straight header pin and just bent them down a little bit like that. So I'm just going to go through and solder along there. So far so good. Once that's in, I can use these little pairs of this set of basically jumper cables to see if I can jumper over to a card slot and see if that works. So nothing too thrilling tonight. I just wonder if I should do this under a microscope or not. Maybe. Let's take a look. Microscope. Let's take a look, see here. Focus a little bit. Let's take a look. Let me pause this a second. Okay, just wanted to give you a little better view of what I'm actually working on. So this are little traces I had cut on the CNC, and I'm working under the microscope. I'll tell you what, this might be a case where flux is desirable. Give me some more light on this thing. Here we go. Yeah, that is not touching. Kind of looks a little like earwax. Yes, I know it's kind of gross looking, but this is flux. This is not no clean flux. This is you gotta clean it afterwards flux. Alright. See if I get a little better flow with that. I'm just not gonna, didn't get a good good solder joint in that one. Good one there. I'm just not getting a good solder joint on that one. Let's take a look again. Good flow there. Good flow on that one too. get on side. That's better. That's much better. Alright. Let's go along here and see what we can do. Good flow on that one. So it probably won't make you watch me solder all these. Nice. So that is good solder joints. Good. That's a lovely there. Well, since I'm here, I'm gonna knock out these. These are the little boards I made up for my 5200 controller. Put a little flux on there. I have 3 of them I have made up already. I don't really have any orders right now, but I might as well have these all ready to go. And then I go back to just putting flux on these. I'll go back to the Tiger Learning Computer. But so far so good. No real issues with inserting it. And since I did kind of mill out and do a little handwork on the edge of the board, I haven't, knock on wood, it's not freaked out yet at all. So that's a good sign. My eyes are feeling old tonight, so I'm using the microscope. I did do a first cut on that little phone line simulator, but I've had a little issue with my, I need to go with bigger pads than the standard. Is what's happening is the, I need to go with like this size pad. I made these pads beefier. There's a 555 timer, and the pads are pretty small right now. So what's going to happen if I go to do the drill function, it's just going to obliterate those little tiny traces. So I need to make a version like this with the beefier pads. That looks nice. I'll hit that with alcohol later. Clean the flux off. Yeah, the 5200 uses, the original controller uses 640K potentiometers. So these are little 500Ks. At least I think, pretty sure these are 500Ks. I'll flip it over in a second. The 500Ks, which allow me to create basically a center trim for it. There's a part of the Atari Max cartridge. If you hold down like the fire button while it's booting up, it lets you see the raw ADC counts, analog digital converter counts on there. This sure beats me later. The little board I'm working now really is a lot neater than using little perf boards I have to cut out by hand. It's all done. Let's see, that one looks nice. Yeah, 500K 504. 50 with 4 zeros, so 500K. This stuff's a lot easier. Late at night, when my eyes are tired, I don't feel like wearing glasses. This particular scope is meant for, digital microscope is meant for, it's pretty damn close to real time, so you don't get ill trying to do solder work. I think it's originally for solder inspection, but it's really, actually really good for this kind of work. If you want to see, it looks good. As you can see, like, it's got a really nice, that's my hand there. Magnification is, let me focus on that. Magnification is like, you can see it's really high magnification. You can see little tiny hairs on my hand, so it's really handy for, let me demonstrate, I'll throw this on here. In case you're wondering what I see when I'm looking through the microscope. It kind of looks, oh, that's my finger. I mean, that's how, it's a quite enlarged image so I could see what I'm doing. Where's the, see how big the solder joints look in the screen? So actually makes it really easy for me to, it's easy to see what I'm doing, and it's a nice built-in light. And if I need to take videos or pictures, it lets you do that too, which is actually kind of cool. I think the stand though I bought for this probably cost more than it did, ironically enough. It's nice because it's got the little cranky on there, so you can crank it up and down. Yeah, I think it's cool. I like it. Let's see, mode, picture mode. We can take a nice picture. Took a nice sharp picture. Anyway. It's 5 megapixel, which is nice. I can do time photos, I didn't know that. Oh, it's got digital zoom, I never knew that. Neat. Yeah, but I'll get back to soldering this. It's probably going to be it for the night. I'll do a couple more of these, and then I will probably sign off. But I'm pretty happy with, knock on wood, how this is looking so far. Just from electrically so far, I'm happy. It's just about every other board I've done so far. Get off there. Every other board I've done so far kind of freaks out when I go do the final try. So far, so good. And what I want to do, I'll finish soldering this one side, plug it into the learning computer before I bother trying to solder the other side. So I don't want to go through all that work and discover, hey, it don't work. Looks good. Yeah, that's it for show and tell right now. It's kind of boring. So I'll keep working on this, and then I'll demonstrate. I'll make sure it works, plug it in one way, finish soldering the other side, plug it in one more time, and then I'll run these cables out to the edge connector. But everyone, thank you for watching. Have a good one.